When reading John's Gospel, it is important to notice the way he uses images to convey belief and unbelief, especially through light and darkness. As John tells us at the end of his Gospel, he has written these things so that we may come to or continue to believe. John is a gifted writer whose words paint Jesus' life as Rembrandt would, using light and darkness to tell the story. Jesus is the light that has come and reveals the darkness of unbelief. When reading John's testimony, you will be struck by Jesus' command of everything, especially his last week of life. There is no agony in the garden, no asking the cup to pass, no sweating of blood. Only in today's passage is there a hint of Jesus dealing with the losses to come. "Now my soul is troubled," he announces. It only lasts a moment. There is God's final work to be done, after all. And you know, these are the last public words he will speak to the crowds. The rest will be for his disciples alone. These are amazing last words to leave with the crowd. Unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains just a single grain. But if it dies, it bears much fruit. To harvest the seeds, wheat stalks must be cut down. And we, living after the resurrection, plainly see what Jesus means. He will have to die. But have we taken this into the heart of our believing, or do we just let this lie around in the darkness, waiting for us to stumble over it every Holy Week? I recall a reporter interviewing some young women, all who were wearing crosses around their necks and were crying heavily after watching the Passion of Christ. He asked them about their reaction to the scenes, which captured the brutality of the crucifixion very well. They were upset and stunned by the realistic portrayal of it all. And they had, even though they were followers of Jesus and wore those crosses, they had not thought much about the painful reality of his death on a cross. They had never really seen the Jesus of the cross. This passage begins with a request to see Jesus. Isn't that desire to see, to know God at the heart of all of our seeking? I invite you to rest and reflect on these questions today. Who is the Jesus that you see or don't see? Do you see the broken one, the sacrificial lamb, the boundary pusher, the inclusive welcomer, the one who draws all people to him, to love? How is God drawing you near this Holy Week? And how might God's love burst free in you?